the team at GameItAll.com, one of our great sponsors, Game It All. They're going to be participating in an Extra Life game day on November 3rd, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. The guys and girls from the team will be playing a variety of games for 24 hours, and they invite you to join the fun to help raise money for the IWK Children's Hospital in Halifax, Nova Scotia. The guys also promise plenty of shenanigans as they raise money, including slaps and hot sauce shots to milestone challenges. So basically what that means is they're going to be playing some games for 24 hours. You join in, and then when you make a donation, they have different tiers. Like if you make a donation and they get to a certain level, there's going to be slapping involved. They're going to be doing shots of hot sauce if they get to a certain level, and milestone challenges. So you'll have to tune in to see what that is. So you can watch all this carnage unfold on YouTube and Twitch. So at YouTube, it's youtube.com/GameItAll, or you can just search Game It All on the YouTube page. That's GameItall. And at Twitch, you can find them on twitch.tv/Grim. That's GRIMM_GIA. So be sure to subscribe and hit the notification button to know when they are live, and you can help donate at GameItAll.com/extralife. And if you want any more information on Extra Life, the Children's Miracle Network, or the IWK Children's Hospital, just visit extra-life.org. Again, that is November 3rd at 11 a.m. Eastern for 24 hours. All right, and now, on to the show.
Oh, Reginald!
Cecil, my good boy!
Good sir, you hear what they've done in the Commonwealth and the colonies over in Canada?
I hear they've legalized the marijuana.
That's exactly what they've done. I say, good show to our Canadian cousins over there.
Good show. Although, Cecil...
Oh, yes, Reginald?
I'm quite jealous.
Oh, as am I, for
Yes.
ours is still illegal.
Illegal.
And I feel that it quite, while it is an advancement of them, it certainly makes the British Empire, or rather just the United Kingdom itself, look a little shabby.
Down with the Queen, I say.
Well, or at least, up with Princess Mary Jane, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh, yes, quite.
well, enough of this banter. We've got the tea poured. We just need to, get something to go along with this drink. So if you don't mind, good sir.
Oh, yes, just let me reach into my baggie here.
Okay.
Just 1 second here. Oh, there we go. That's the shit right there.
You've gotten it.
Yes, okay.
10 minutes later.
Cecil. You haven't
Reginald.
You ever noticed your name is quite humorous?
Cecil. I wish I had a beady, so I could beanie Cecil. Oh, Reginald.
Reginald. That's my name.
Yes, you. Yes,
Yes.
Reginald.
Yes.
Just a second. Just a second.
Okay.
Just a second.
Okay.
Reginald, just a second.
Yeah, just 1 second. I'm waiting.
What was I going to say?
This is weed we are smoking. We are quite baked.
Oh, yes! Delightful!
Oh!
That's when I'm under pressure now. The question always comes back to me. What were they thinking now? Whoa, what were they thinking? What were they thinking?
Hi.
Oh, I see
Everyone.
what you did there.
This is a very special episode of What Were They Thinking?
Yeah, in a special brownies kind of way.
Marijuana. Guys, it's legal. It's legal in Canada!
Brendan still can't get over it.
I can't get over it, but I am Brendan.
I'm Nathan.
And we're talking about a very
special. It's a movie. We're talking about a movie today, guys.
So it's not special in any way at all.
But it is related to this theme of
Yes.
the legalization of cannabis in
Yes.
Canada. Ooh, cannabis in Canada. But we're talking about Evil Bong, guys.
Mm.
But Nathan,
Yes,
Nathan.
Brendan.
Nathan,
Brendan.
Nathan,
Yes, Brendan.
we couldn't do this alone.
We could not. No.
We needed some help.
Absolutely. Well, with this movie, of course.
Yeah, as did the filmmakers. So our special guest, ladies and gentlemen, from the Home Video Hustle podcast, Brent.
What's going on, everybody?
He was giving the audience time to react, yeah. Unfortunately, our show was not filmed before a live studio audience.
Oh, damn, I thought it was all this time.
Yeah, well, Brendan puts in the canned laughter, and the audience...
Oh,
it's
that's
just-
what it
it's
is.
Podcasting
Sorry, I was
magic.
sorry, guys, I was taking my first hit there.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so how fucked is this episode gonna be to edit?
Oh my god.
I'm dadding today, so at least I'm going to be on point.
Okay, so Brendan just gonna be fucked up the whole time.
Probably, yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
I don't know.
Just look at your hands.
Who are you? What are we even doing here? Is this recording?
Yes, the Charles Brand classic, Evil Bong.
Brand?
Charles Brand.
Yes.
Charles Band?
Band? Whatever.
Band.
Band. Like a jazz band.
Phew.
Charles Jazz Band. Charles
Full
Jazz
Moon
Band.
Productions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full Moon. Evil Bong. One of 6 Evil Bong movies. A 7th on the way.
Are you counting the Ginger Dead Man and Evil Bong crossover?
You know what? Who fucking knows? I did that is the extent of my research into this movie because I was furious after watching this.
Furious.
Did not enjoy 1 second of this movie.
I don't know.
Spoilers.
Well, this is
See,
a movie about
the way Brendan's going to be shortly is the way I was when I watched it. So
Yeah.
I derived some pleasure from it.
because Nathan's notes are going to be a little all over the place, whereas mine were written down sober, but I'm not going to be within a matter of minutes.
Okay.
How did you watch this sober?
I don't know. It was the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
I love how the opening credits sequence is just like an active screensaver from like the late 90s.
And the fact that it's 25 minutes long.
Well, it's a solid 3 minutes, that's for sure.
Well, it felt like 4 hours.
It did. It really
was
did.
like, I was like, what the fuck am I watching? Fucking Dr. Zhivago?
Yeah, when they fade away from the opening, we get a shot of Jesus smoking a spliff.
With like CGI smoke?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or, well, I mean CGI as much as this movie can afford.
PS1 graphics.
Oh, all over this bitch. Brent, had you ever seen this before?
I've never seen the movie, but every time I used to go to the video store since I was a teenager, there was always a copy of this DVD there, and it always kind of caught my interest, but never enough to actually buy it.
All right. And but you did not buy this movie, I hope.
I rented it.
Okay.
Okay.
This movie is so obnoxious in letting you know it's a weed movie right off the bat, too. I find like, and I will argue, this is my thesis statement, guys. I think the only person in this movie that's ever smoked weed is Tommy Chong. Based on the acting in this movie, I don't think any of these guys have ever been a stoner at any point in their lives.
I know Bill Moseley's in here.
I'm talking about like, yeah, what he shows up and he's like makes a joke and leaves. I'm talking about like, I guess I should say the main cast.
Okay.
Because I mean the guy who's supposed to be like the main stoner just keeps saying monkey.
Are you saying Sylvester Turkai never smoked up?
What?
You didn't know that?
Sylvester Turkai, the wrestler?
Yes. He's the bouncer or bodyguard in like the Bong World Strip Club. We're getting
Holy
ahead of
shit.
ourselves.
I knew
Oh.
that guy looked familiar.
I knew he looked familiar because I've been watching 2006 WWE, and that makes more sense now because I was like, who the fuck is that?
So we open, and Alistair is coming in to be the roommate.
Aleister Black?
No, unfortunately.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That would be fantastic.
But he does look like a serial killer.
Well, I actually have... He looks like the less talented cousin of the angry video game nerd.
Thank you. I thought the same exact thing.
He looks like the fourth choice in Revenge of the Nerds.
That's fair, because he is a nerd cliche through and through.
Oh yeah, and which leads to one of the stupid jokes in the movie where he's like, "Revenge of the Nerds 12 called."
Yeah.
What? What?
Are those movies worth watching at all? I've never seen any of them.
The first one's pretty great if you can get past the implied rape.
Oh
Yeah. Yeah.
shit!
It's
He
an
puts a dark-
80s. It's an 80s tinny comedy. I mean, what do you want?
He puts a Darth Vader helmet on, and she thinks it's her boyfriend, and he has sex with her.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
I mean,
shit.
yeah, that part's kind of fucked up now, but you know.
Back then,
I mean,
it's the Force.
hilarious.
My first question though, because Alistair's coming over to possibly be a roommate here,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
Don't three of them live there already?
They do. But that's not my first question. My first question is, why did they frame the pornography?
It was that good, man.
I guess.
You don't frame your pornography?
No, I don't. I keep it in a stack under the bed.
You gotta let everybody know what you busting nuts to, man.
Just waving that flag proud.
Busted nuts since '95. Frame
There you
picture
go.
of porn.
But they asked Alistair if he's a narc,
And he says, "No, I am not a narcotics officer."
which is exactly what a narc would say,
Right.
Mhm.
right? Yeah.
Also, that place is fucking disgusting.
Oh my god. They said it's a flop house. When I saw a description of it, they described it as a flop house, and I was like, but they're getting him to pay rent. How is it a flop house?
Yeah, and they like the potheads or the stoners or whatever that live there. There's three of them.
Mhm.
There's the lead guy Larnell, who is kind of like he always has a joint in his hand, even when he's smoking from a bong. There's who's the guy who says monkey?
Oh, I thought his name was Bug, but it's Buckman.
Oh, Bachman. Yeah. He's like the surfer stoner dude who, guys, if you don't know that he's the surfer dude, later on a character literally says, "Hey, you're the surfer dude." Because this movie thinks you are stupid.
Or high.
Yeah.
Which is,
And
if
then
you're
there's
watching it of your own volition, you've got to be one or the other, or possibly both. So they're showing Alistair around, and he's looking for his room, and he's like, "This is your room, man. This is your space, man."
yeah, I'll even throw in a mattress for what is it, $20, $5 more or something?
You know
bucks.
what? He lays on that mattress. He's getting syphilis.
Oh yeah, he looks at that mattress. He's getting syphilis.
Ugh.
But also like I know I said this already, but like, do they need another roommate? There's three of them.
Weed's expensive, man.
Yeah.
But we meet. Is his name Brad or Brett?
Brett.
And he is the grossest person in this movie.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
the hell
yeah.
was that?
The jock guy.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
he's a workout guy, but he's also a stoner. And which I mean, I know it's a thing. I know people do that, but that seems like a weird combination to me. And also the other thing is that he takes like a puff and he's like fucked.
Yeah.
like a guy like I'm sorry, if you're a stoner, if you're doing it all the time, you're not just gonna be like fuck man.
You got the baby lungs.
Aw, baby lungs. That sounds adorable.
Oh, here we go.
Sounds like a horror movie.
Baby lungs. We're supposed to hate everyone in this movie, right? Because already I hate everyone in this movie.
That's what I thought.
I don't know. I like the girls in the Bong strip club.
Yeah, I
them
like
quite a
them
bit.
too.
Yeah.
Their characters are pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, what's my note here? Oh yeah, he's gross. I really hope he gets killed. That's my for Brett or Brent.
You'll be
or whatever his
disappointed
name is.
later.
Yeah, it's gonna be like it. This movie, in terms of like the characters you want to get killed, it's like getting a really good boner, and then the girl just being like, "Nah, fuck it."
Aw. we get our first homophobe slur from Brett.
Yeah, what does he
Somebody
say?
a queer.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
That's like a reoccurring thing in this movie, actually.
Jocks, what are you gonna do, right?
Well, I mean, the writer of the movie, though.
It was 2006. They didn't care yet back then.
That's a good point. Actually, it really is.
It's like it was weird. Like, I know it was the early '90s when this movie this other movie came out, but it's like when someone used the other F word in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, and it was like Ted that said it.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? That's like, that doesn't sound right. These are two fun guys. Why did you make him say that word?
It was perfectly acceptable at the time.
Okay. I also question how these guys are lacking a bong, because they open this like High Times magazine.
Right?
Yeah, and
That
they're like,
is a great point.
they're like, what this place is lacking is a killer fucking bong. And I'm like, really? You have 3 ridiculous stoners that live in a small place, and you don't have a bong?
Well, maybe their bong was, I don't know, less than adequate.
Also, can we say that this movie should not be called Evil Bong, but it should be called Evil Hookah?
Because, yes,
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
it's a hookah. It 100% is.
Oh, you know what? I've only had 2 puffs, and I'm already forgetting to do shit. I was going to play a clip at this point.
Baby lungs.
Just wait a second. Just wait a second.
No, so I just wanted to talk about the very subtle soundtrack in this movie.
Oh my god.
Subtle.
This is one of the very... see if you guys can hear the parts where it refers to weed. It's very subtle. Here we go. Did you guys notice the references, or...
You know what? They slipped past me.
I heard
Okay.
one.
Some subtle writing there.
So this movie uses that weird weed opening credits thing for every like fucking transition.
Yeah, like that '70s show or something.
It felt like a sitcom.
Uh-huh.
It was filmed like a sitcom because it was basically in like 2 different locations
Mm-hmm.
in the whole movie. I'm assuming it was filmed for about $15.
Hey, Tommy Chong costs more than that.
Okay, $20 and a joint. $20 and a bag of weed, and also, okay. Did you notice something weird? So before the package arrives, one of the guys is playing Super Mario World.
Oh,
Mhm.
yes.
Anyone notice anything weird about this?
One, there was a ton of Xbox games up on his TV.
Mm-hmm.
He was playing Super Mario. Also, you need coordination to play that game.
You also need the right sound effects too.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's that, I suppose.
I actually didn't even notice that. Mariah was the one who pointed it out because she said, "Why is there shooting sound effects
Yeah.
when Mario's just standing there?"
And when Alistair interrupts him because it's making too much noise while he's trying to study, dude's like, "Man, I was on level 15," and then they show you the screen, the menu screen. He's on the first world of level 1 of Super Mario World.
There's no level 15. Like in many of the worlds in Super Mario World, doesn't it just go up to like 10 or 11?
I think usually it's you usually get 8 worlds, and they usually top out at about 10
Yeah.
or 12. I've never seen one with 15 before, that's for sure.
Wouldn't it have been great if he was just like said something from a completely different video game, like as a reference?
I almost did a fatality.
I was just about to fight Dr. Robotnik.
Also, so does that mean that like it doesn't cost anything to get the rights to show it, but it does to like hear it? Because they show Super Mario World, they must have paid something to show that.
I don't think they did.
And they just said, "Fuck it, let's take a risk."
Yeah.
Nobody
Super-
at Nintendo saw this movie.
Well, that's the thing. It's not a focal point of the movie, and it's only on screen for a couple minutes. So they might get away with fair use for that, but when you're talking about like the music and sound effects, you're getting into soundtrack stuff, and that Nintendo might be a bit more of a dick about that.
Yeah. Well, let's tweet Nintendo, make sure they've seen Evil Bong, so we can maybe shut this thing down. Okay, so they order their bong. Their killer fucking bong, as they say. And it leads to this scene, which I thought was really weird. When the delivery guy comes over.
Yeah.
I want to play a little bit of that. Just like, I don't know. It's like all their acting choices in this scene are made on a dare. Here we go.
Are you Larnell?
What do you want, bro?
Package for you.
That box is huge. What's in it?
What's in it? I don't look in the boxes. That's against regulations.
Whoa. Easy, bro. Easy.
I'm a professional. I make over $200 a week. You look in the box, you get fired.
Larnell, perhaps it's the item
Item.
you've been waiting for?
Item I've been waiting for.
Yeah, that's it. It's the item you've been waiting for.
Yeah. The item I've been waiting for.
There's postage due, friend.
Hey, it's been a bad month, bro. Can you let this slide a little under the rug?
I'm a professional.
Let's really cover the reason why he doesn't look in the box. It's because he's the delivery man from Seven. Never looked in the box again, ever.
It would make sense with his erratic kind of expressions and
How
behavior.
paranoid he looks.
Yeah. Which leads to one of the most. So they get this bong after Alistair pays for the postage, of course, and he says it's like a beautiful woman, but that's not all he says. With the tits and the vag. In case you didn't know what a woman has.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, guys can have tits. It's just the vag thing that's
true.
You forgot about that ass too.
But
I also want to know how this thing
she
looks
had
like
nice
a woman.
round bottom, didn't she?
But how did it look like a woman with beautiful tits and a vag? Like, come on.
They were high.
But they weren't high yet. They didn't smoke from it.
I think
they
had
probably
a
were
porno
high.
stone going on.
Oh, okay. Cat's trying to get some weed. Hold on. Get out of here.
Yeah, get going.
Just a second.
Monkey.
Monkey. Oh, that bugged me every time.
And to my next note, where someone says there's no such thing as a bad blowjob.
Well, they argue that. Don't they?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because
There
he
is.
argues that there is, because he talks about was it Stacy Buchanan or whatever her name was?
Beaver there, yeah.
Teeth like barracudas.
Right. It's got teeth like barracudas. I think you'd notice that before you get anywhere close to the blowjob stage.
Well,
When blowjobs are talked about, you're not really thinking that far. Yeah.
no, this is true. This is true.
But I mean, take note of the teeth before you get anything close to that.
No, we just pulling pants down, homie. We're not thinking that much.
Brent, this is troubling.
Oh, I've had a girl bite down on mine before, so I know how
Ooh.
fucked up it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
And then
bitch.
you're like, you son of a. Well, not bad.
Like, is it bleeding? No, fuck it.
She was a vampire?
Oh, right. Stop it. My safety word is pineapple.
Just imagine if that's how vampires sucked your blood, Brendan.
Yeah, their seduction would have to be a lot better.
You know what? It's depending on the guy. I mean, I don't think it would be that hard to talk someone into it.
Charles
true.
Band.
Yeah.
He's a vampire.
Vampire cocksuckers from Mars.
He probably would make that movie.
He would.
Or Uwe Boll.
Let's not
Oh,
talk about
yeah.
Wyoming.
Y'all gonna get hit up again. Oh, it was because of me the last time too, wasn't it?
It was.
That's right.
Picking that damn movie.
So they decide they're gonna put the bong up by Brett's trophies.
And he's like, don't you fucking dare, bro.
And he's like, no, they're gonna be like together. So I was like, are they talking about trophy sex?
Oh, yeah, because he's like male and female
Yeah.
together. It's kind of beautiful, man. And he's like, don't you put that there. I need a spot for the pictures of my tiny wiener.
Did he actually say that?
No, that was me.
Oh, I don't remember that.
So then we
just
get
saying.
our fantastic intermission again. That transition was one of the things that bothered me the most about the movie.
Same here.
It just looks so amateur.
And it feels like so amateur as well, because even George Lucas with his clock wipes, at least it's a half a second and barely noticeable.
Yeah.
With this here, you're taken right out of it because they do a music cue and they have to show you the weed and stuff kind of moving around before you realize what's going on, and then they take you into
Just
it.
remember, guys, this is a pot movie. Remember?
Yeah, exactly.
Like Brent said earlier, though, or maybe you said it. I don't know. I've smoked a little bit now.
Somebody said it.
Somebody said it's like that '70s show in terms of like it's like it feels like a sitcom, and the transitions. Like I've seen transitions with like the weed leaf on that '70s show done better than that.
Yeah.
So that should tell you where this budget's at.
What budget?
Like I said, $20 and a bag of weed for Tommy Chong.
So we come to the next morning, and proof positive that Brett is gross. Sleeping with his hands down his pants.
Yep.
His hands were cold, man.
Get a blanket, at least to hide your shame.
That's true.
Guys, did you notice that in this giant hookah, it has like the tiniest little thing for weed to put weed in?
Yeah.
You gotta work for it.
it's like, okay, pack it in again. I think this is when the girls arrive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because I have a note. How porno has this thing switched? Because she, honest to God, the girl wearing the cheerleader outfit.
Oh my
That
God,
was-
Luann.
That was straight from a porno set. That costume.
Her acting in this movie, especially, we'll get to some stuff later.
You can't see it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Brendan did throw up some air quotes there.
Oh,
Yeah, I did. I actually did. It's insane though. Like I think
the best.
out of all these people, she makes the craziest choices.
It ain't even happened yet. It gets crazier.
Oh yeah. So her and guys are gonna have to help me out here. Janet?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sound right.
Luann is like obviously like sex crazed, and Janet's like kind of the brainy girl.
Well, she likes the D too, but she's not as voracious about it.
Yeah. Yeah, she likes to partake in the smoking, but she's not a brain dead stoner.
Right.
And, she takes a liking to Alistair, who, guys, it's really funny because what happens is he comes out of the kitchen because he's washing his underwear in the sink like a nerd, and he gets soap all over the front of his pants, and it looks like cum.
Oh!
I got a question about that. Why wouldn't you just say, oh, bro, that's soap, obviously?
You shouldn't even have to say it. That's exactly what it looks like.
Yes.
Right, everyone's like,
it's all foamy and everything.
yeah, Brett and Janet, they think it's cum.
If your cum look like that, man, go to the damn doctor.
Go to a doctor, yes.
Immediately.
Wait, it's not supposed to come out all foamy?
No, see, all right, man. Someone
Wait.
take it to the doctor right now.
Brent, follow-up question. Can I wash my hands with it?
Yes.
WebMD right now.
Find pictures to send to Brendan right now.
Cum is foamy. Help.
Please
Full
look that up and
stop.
tell me what it says.
Foamy cum?
I'm looking it up right now.
What the fuck? I don't want
Brent,
that
you're
in my
killing
search
Brendan.
history. I don't want that in my search history.
So I'm gonna send you pictures.
No!
What does that say? Hold on, I just saw. Oh, it says foamy urine. I want foamy urine.
Oh, what does it mean when my sperm is foamy at bodybuilding.com forums?
It's semen, actually.
Somebody said, I think you have Ebola. Somebody said, I think you have Ebola. Someone else said pics, and the last person said AIDS.
Shit.
Anyhow,
Poop. The hell?
we're getting back to this.
Foamy poop.
Retrograde ejaculation. There you go. Semen enters the bladder instead of emerging through the penis during orgasm. It isn't harmful, but it can cause male infertility. There you go.
Good Christ. And that's what the movie is referring to.
Yep.
There you go.
100%. Did you see the amount of weed that she got from them?
Oh, she just like fucking shovels it into her
Handfuls.
purse. Yeah. Her purse is all weed at that point.
Yeah.
She's like, oh my god, thank you so much.
But doesn't Larnell call her a bitch under his breath?
No, she thinks he does, but it's the
Bong.
Bong that does.
Oh,
because
right.
she says it looks like an old moldy dick,
Yeah.
and that it's a gigantic outhouse that white trash wouldn't even crap in.
There you go.
Congratulations, writers.
And the Bong was like, bitch.
Yeah. Like, what? Hold on, first of all, an old moldy dick? An outhouse, though.
Dude, that is like level 2 of the insane dialogue that some of the people utter in this movie. We haven't even gotten to the grandfather yet.
Oh, fuck.
That
Let's
was like
continue on.
75% of the movie.
Yeah. This is where the Bong takes Buchanan or Bachman or whatever. Yeah.
This is called something different every time.
Yeah.
Richard Bachman.
I thought his name was
Bull
Bug.
Buchanan.
Bull Buchanan.
So
And-
Bull Buchanan gets brought into the Bong world.
Which, what a fantastic world. I mean, honestly,
Just the fact that it's like a strip club.
it's a strip club, but did he ever use money to pay for a drink or a lap dance?
No, but there's also that great like border around the whole thing, so that you know it's a Bong.
That was weird. I don't know why they had to do that.
that was super amateur too.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't need that. We know he's in a different world. Like it's fine, guys.
Well, for all the high people that didn't know.
Fuck that, man.
The whole thing felt like a low rent ripoff of Twin Peaks.
Oh, I
Because-
didn't even think about that now that you say it, though.
Well, yeah, you got that weird puppet thing that looks like it's masturbating constantly. He
Well,
talks to a
The
little person.
there,
Yeah,
too.
the little person, exactly.
So the whole thing's very David Lynch.
Oh yeah, I wanted to say that. I actually wrote down because yeah, like you said, Bull Buchanan goes into the world. He's first before he does that, it almost looks like they're setting him up to have like sex with that Bong, which gets even crazier with another character later. But I wrote down snow globe tits because it made me think of like they're in a snow globe just with
Right.
the barrier around it. But I'm also convinced that strip club set is just the bedroom redressed.
It's a possibility.
I believe it.
Yeah,
I think they only used one set in this whole movie.
I wouldn't doubt it.
And I was like, what? That puppet, that like racist like tribesman puppet, and then it starts masturbating
I think
to Bachman being killed by boobs.
the lap dance of death. The little African tribesman puppet thing. I believe that's from another Full Moon production.
From
'cause-
Puppet Masters, that's what I was thinking.
yeah, because you have
It's-
that.
There's multiple cameos in this movie from other movies.
Yep.
Ugh, it's like, oh god.
You
Yeah,
were so upset.
I was so upset because I was like, no, you don't get to have a fucking cinematic universe, you fucking hack.
Oh, I got hyped for one cameo. We'll get to it. There was one I literally woke the fuck. I was like, oh! It's one of my favorite fucking movies is cameoed in here.
Okay.
Jaws showed up.
Y'all probably don't even know what the hell I'm talking about.
Are you talking about the sharks from Jaws on her tits?
The shark titties, yes, actually, that is exactly what I'm talking about.
I like the that little person actor too because he's recognizable. But I'm like, hey, when you can't get Warwick Davis or Peter Dinklage or Vern Troyer or you get this guy.
Yeah.
$5.
What's his name is $5?
No, you get him for $5.
I mean, it might be. They don't give him a name, I don't think.
he's a porn star too.
And he is in the strip club, so hey,
None of the strippers are actors, right? I'm assuming.
you can look that up.
One of them
Base-
actually has been in, well, like 2 or 3 things, but nothing of note.
Okay. So Bachman, Bull Buchanan, my bad, gets boob killed because one of the strippers' boobs have, what's this one? Are they sharks?
No, they're skulls.
Skulls, right?
Because he's like, whoa, goth boobs.
Yeah.
Boobs was spelled B-E-W-S. Or B-E-W-B-S, sorry.
There you go.
Boobs. Boobs.
Text message talk.
What? What?
That text message talk. I don't know when people put all them like weird variations of different words. I just always think of like kids text messaging. I guess I'm an old ass man.
No, I just think that's the way that's the way people from Southern California say it, so that's how they would spell it. B-E-W-B-S. Boobs.
I hope nobody ever sends me a text that's spelled that way. Like, not playing. If it's serious, I might have to smack them in the face a couple times.
And that would be spelled S-H-M-A-C-K.
Smack.
Smack him in the face.
That's exactly what I'll do then.
So
Watch me get messages now with that shit in there.
Well, I'm certain you don't have a message from me right now. That's all.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
there's already one person on the list that just popped up.
So Bachman Turner Overdrive is killed, and they find him expired the next day.
Sorry. Yeah, because Alistair is like, he's expired
Yeah.
instead of like he's dead.
Dead.
Or, yeah, yeah. He's like, what do you mean? He's deceased.
And what pray tell is their plan?
Their plan is not to call the police and just flush their weed.
Right?
Their plan is to hide him, have their party, and then dump him on the front lawn of his parents' house.
And make it look like a mob hit.
Like a fucking bunch of psychopaths.
Are they going to shoot him then, too?
I don't know.
Yeah. Take one of his teeth. Wear it around their necks.
Just take his ears like Universal Soldier.
Oh,
I can't hear you. That'd have been great. Dolph Lundgren cameo in this movie.
He might as well have.
He's too expensive.
This is where we meet Grandpa.
Weirdest scene ever because it literally has nothing to do with the rest of the movie.
Oh, but he gets some good lines in, I'll tell you. They're like, oh, it's my grandfather. Hide the bong. Yeah, he's never going to know. He'll never know. He took me into a flop house where you have framed pornography on the wall and a ton of weed posters. Yeah, he clueless. He'll never know.
Yeah. So it's Larnell's grandfather, and he's there to show off his new bride, I guess. And this is like...
And berate his grandson and all of his friends.
Seriously, it feels like 45 minutes.
You bunch of soiled tampons.
Yeah, and he says like, he says like
The
you,
intelligence of
you,
a urinal cake.
and he also says your mind is in the gutter with your disgusting scrotum sack and penis. That's what he says to his grandson.
He says, you disgusting pervert.
Am I the only one that was hoping that when the grandfather was going to come over and they weren't sure what to do with Benji, that it was going to become like a weed-filled Weekend at Bernie's?
Oh, that would have been fantastic. It would have been a better take on it, but...
And then the evil Bong just completely drops out of the plot, and then it just becomes that movie?
It wouldn't have surprised me.
Weedkend at Bernie's.
Oh!
We can make it, guys. I'm just saying, we just need to write it, because apparently Charles Band will film anything.
That's the reboot for Weekend at Bernie's franchise right there.
He'll
Cinematic universe.
He'll film anything. He's like the Mikey of the cereal commercials of film.
There you go. But here's the reason why Larnell's grandfather calls him a disgusting pervert, and your mind's in the gutter where rats are gnawing on your scrotum or whatever.
Yeah. Convicts, he says.
Convicts feast on your scrotum.
I was like, what? Yeah. Anyway.
Anyways, we get to meet his new lovely wife, and he's making it sound like she's some bimbo nurse gold digger. And then when she comes in, it's just a little old lady. And Larnell's grandfather is talking about how they essentially have old people home orgies, and she's spent because they were doing it earlier. And this was the part where I had to pause the movie and vomit because of all of the images flooding into my brain.
Also, like, the most telegraphed fucking cliche joke ever is like the hyping up the girl as being this like super hot thing, and then she comes in and is not. Because like the whole time I'm like, all right, just get to the fucking punchline where she comes in and she's old or whatever.
I thought it was gonna be like a guy or something because this is 2006.
Oh my god, would it have been great if it was just if it was a trans person?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
That would have been fantastic. Like his eyesight is shot or something.
It would have been handled pretty sensitively too. That's
Oh,
Absolutely.
sure, definitely.
I did like how he said she was a vixen in the sack. So,
man,
And she was tired. He said he wore it out beforehand.
well, you know, gotta secure it, right?
All the
So-
images back into your head.
again, this scene is nothing. Like, there's no point to it whatsoever.
No, except for all
Comedy,
the
though.
insults, calling them no account cocksuckers. just
I was making air quotes when you said comedy, Brent. Yep, and also I want to point out right now that clearly the Coors Light sponsorship money didn't go through.
Bud Light.
See, I couldn't tell. All I saw was the light, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, it's Coors or Bud Light.
Yeah,
but clearly
there's-
that money didn't go through.
Also, KFC as well.
Yeah, because
I didn't even notice
literally-
KFC.
Well, no, you didn't, because they literally covered it up.
No, well, you see the Colonel's face,
Yeah,
and you see the FC, but they put red tape over the K.
yeah. And
Fried
it's
chicken.
super obvious on the beer because like the whole thing when he drinks from it, you see up close the tape they used to cover the
It's
logo.
facing toward the camera, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, so my question about Alistair at this point though, remember how he shows up and he's like, I don't want to damage my brain cells. I want to keep my mind clear. I'm not smoking weed. I'm not doing anything like that.
Hmm.
Wouldn't that apply to drinking beer too?
Well, maybe he was taking what's her name?
Janet.
Yeah, maybe he's taking her advice or quote from Abraham Lincoln saying that any man with no vice has very little virtue. So he's
Or
got a
maybe they
vice.
just forgot who the character was when they were writing the screenplay.
He could also just be ass backwards about the whole idea that, well, you know, beer's legal, so that means it's safe.
Yeah, beer is so much better for you than weed, obviously. Come at us, bro.
We're gonna have Olin breweries on us after this.
Oh shit.
Steven Izzy gonna come get your ass.
They got a long trip. We'll be fine. The Bong, at this point, the Bong, it turns out, is a sassy black secretary. Right?
Yeah.
No, it's true.
So much so that I will, just a little peek behind the curtain, I believe Nathan and I watched the Elvira version of this movie where she kind of interjects every once in a while.
I watched both.
So much so that, okay.
Well,
Really loved it.
no, I wanted to see Elvira's take on it. And I also wanted to see Elvira's titties on it. So,
I watched the regular version. I didn't even know about that one.
yep. It's free on Tubi.
But
Oh,
what
shit.
I was gonna, that's why I told you like after you rented it. I was like, oh, sorry. But I wanted to say that, yeah, even so that they try to recreate the voice in the Elvira thing, and it comes off more as racist than anything else.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's bad, man. It's so basically they have the evil Bong at the end of Elvira's segment, right? Like right as the credits are going, and she's just saying like all the stereotypical things, like, "Oh, I'm gonna get some chitlins," and
Oof.
It's,
yeah,
Yeah.
it's that kind of humor. Like it's
She's
ay,
not
ay,
one
ay.
for I don't know, sensitive humor, I find.
Yeah.
I've never watched anything with Elvira in it before.
But that was the only part. That was the only part of her segments where I was like, "Oof."
Well, I have a bunch of movies that she had done back in the 90s. No, maybe early 2000s. And they cover a Japanese monster movie. And there's a bunch of segments where she's doing a lot of the me so sorry, that sort of stuff. And I was like,
Oh,
I
no.
am not comfortable with this.
Oh my god.
So I actually lucked out by just seeing the regular version. Then,
Yes. But luck, I mean, get the lesser of the two evils.
Yeah.
huh? Well, I blame y'all for watching this then.
Blame me. No, it's all on me. This was my
Well,
pick. I did
yeah.
this to us.
Then I wrote down the Bong World is just a strip club every single time. I figured it was going to be like different for each person.
I'm glad it wasn't.
Me too.
I mean, I'm not complaining that there were naked ladies, but it's just weird to me as a movie they wouldn't do like a different theme for each character kind of thing. I mean, I guess the bras were a different theme each time.
They were. And
So I'll give-
this is where Larnell is this taken in this time, isn't it?
Yes, and this is probably where Brett's fucking hell. This is
Sheesh.
probably
We
where
want to hear
Brent's
some rock and fucking roll.
just a second. This is where Brent, our guest,
Hey.
Brent, his favorite cameo is right here. I'm gonna guess it's the Ginger Dead Man.
Nope.
Oh wow.
I got that one though.
I think I know who.
Yeah, I think I
Yes.
know now.
Yeah.
I think I know now.
Oh,
But yeah,
what?
the Ginger Dead Man is just sitting there masturbating.
Yeah.
In the Elvira version, he jizzes on her face.
Oh shit.
Larnell's grandfather shows up in his Bong World fantasy, whatever this is supposed to be, and calls him
So-
a twisted deviant. You ignoramus.
Which I want to know, is that just part of the world, or is the grandfather high? Because remember later, two characters go into the same world when they're both high.
I don't know. I think it has. Again, we're dissecting this movie. Fuck.
That is what we do, Nathan.
Yeah. I think that a lot of the people who show up to menace you in the Bong world are from your psyche, so they're not really there. Like when Brett gets pulled in, and the girl he gets the lap dance from is that Brandy Buchanan or whatever, the one he was talking about when he said there was no bad blowjobs, and he was like, "Well, I disagree." He didn't say it like that, but
See, I thought he was really there because everyone else is all like inviting and telling them to go over to them and stuff, and then this was the only one like freaking out at him, and then fucking Sylvester Turkai like kicks him out.
you really didn't know that was him, eh?
I knew it was someone that I like recognized. I didn't realize it was him though.
You know what the funny thing was? When I saw him, I just noted, oh, sweet, Sylvester Turkai, in a joking manner, thinking that it's just a guy who looks like him. It
Oh my God.
legitimately is him.
Larnell is taken into the Bong world.
And this is where we get
And-
the shark boobs.
Yeah, those are the shark boobs, and he's like, "I'm gonna have to get a bigger boat." And that's when the Ginger Dead Man is masturbating, like I said.
Yada, yada,
And-
yada.
Yada, a cookie masturbating, etc., etc. Shark boobs, you get it.
Well, we go back, at this point, we go back to the real world, and Janet and
Luann.
Luann have shown up, and Luann has a pogo stick.
Yeah,
That,
which comes into play later.
yeah.
Also, I have a question. No, actually, I don't have a question. I'm sorry. Flatulence humor is not burping. Because he burps in his face and he's like, oh, flatulence humor. And I'm like,
They're
you're supposed to be
high.
No. The guy who says it is the smart one.
Yeah.
He's drunk.
That's could be it.
Charles Band?
Yes.
Is that you?
So they play some Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what they were playing?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, whatever their version of it was.
Off-brand Trivial Pursuit.
Trivia looking for.
Yeah, there you go.
Trivia search.
Trivia search.
Yeah. Ugh. Jesus Christ, you guys.
What?
Brendan, you're...
Just a second.
Oh, just a second.
So yeah, they're all playing Trivial Pursuit.
And this is where Luann turns into...
A psychopath.
I was going to say Brett Kavanaugh's niece.
I thought you said turn into Brent. I was like, oh, thank you so much.
No, Brett Kavanaugh's niece. Because she just starts assaulting Brett and will not take no for an answer, but for some reason in the middle of it decides to do an I'm horny dance and gets the pogo stick involved.
let's not glaze over that. She does an "I'm horny" dance.
Mm-hmm.
So she's jumping around, dancing. Then she gets her pogo stick, and she starts hopping around. And she says, "I'm horny, I'm horny." Oh, 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 oh! Like it's insane.
Out of nowhere, man.
Like an RKO.
Yep.
Hey.
But
And then she passed out.
I feel like the actress was like I feel like the director fucked up and she thought he said like, "Oh, act like you're on cocaine." Because that's a cocaine high. That's not a weed high.
Never been so horny that you just went ape shit and just jumped on a pogo stick till you passed out? That just me?
I don't talk about my past a lot.
No,
on
not
this
just
show,
you.
Brent.
Obviously, Luann as well.
Yeah, this is a documentary.
Mariah ain't never just went ape shit on the pogo stick, B.
Well, wait, what are we talking about with the pogo stick?
Oh, never mind.
The head with the fucking thing.
Oh, her pogo stick. Yeah.
Gives him the old Louisville slugger.
Bam, pow, right in the kisser.
Right upside your head.
And this is we start to notice that the bong is starting to change a bit.
It is changing a bit. Her face is starting to form.
Getting like facial features and whatnot.
Yeah, she's getting hot.
I didn't say that.
That's what I heard.
Brennan's showing his kink.
I wrote down why is Luann turned on by a box. Oh wait, no, I remember why now.
Actually, Brendan's showing his kinky kush. Yeah.
Hey. That's the weed I'm smoking.
One of the brands that we have here now.
Kinky
Legal,
Yep.
legal.
That is legitimately what it's listed as on the website.
Hello, sir. May I please get some kinky kush?
I said those exact words except with ma'am. Last Wednesday.
Can I get some of your kinky kush?
Can I get? Imagine you fuck up. Can I get some kinky bush?
Oh, you know what she responded with? That's a popular one today.
Everybody getting kinky today.
Yeah.
Dead.
They all watched Evil Bong.
Okay, yeah, no. So Brett,
Huh?
and Luann, not you, Brent.
Oh, okay.
Well, they go into the bong world. Somehow they go in together, even though they are individually high. I guess people just get pulled in there, whatever. But yeah, Luann walks up to like a box, it's like one of those Jack in the Box things, and she's like turned on by it. She's just like, "Ooh, what's in here?" Like starts turning the knob, which is not that crazy now that I think about it. Now that I think about Luann, the actress, and some of the stuff she's done so far. But I just thought it's funny. That's why I wrote that she was turned on by a box.
Doesn't she talk about the strip club? You
Not
know,
a vagina.
not being my style. She just did a horny dance. But
Yeah,
she's put off by a strip club?
She wants dudes, not chicks. She ain't
Well,
gay, bro.
She could
She ain't
totally
gay.
get that. Because we're getting ahead of ourselves.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. This is a 138-minute long movie. We'll get to it. So Brett is the character. So Brett is getting a mounted by that stripper that you said like he recognizes or whatever as the girl who gives bad blowjobs. But she's the one who points out who she is, and then he's like, "Oh, that doesn't really make sense," because she talks about how they talked about her blowjob technique earlier in the movie. How the fuck would the Bong have heard that? It wasn't even a thing at the time.
He was talking about it while they were taking their first test run on the Bong.
Yeah, but the Bong, I don't know, it just seemed weird.
Bong hears all, man.
No, I'm just saying, guys, this movie may have some logic problems. I don't
Maybe.
Where?
know. That was the most genuine, like, bewildering, like, where? Love that.
He gets killed and deserves so much worse.
Yeah, he should. Well, he does get eaten, so that was kind of cool.
So much worse. Deserves so much worse.
It's true. He gets the. No, he doesn't get the shark tits. What does he get?
They had lips on the bra.
Yeah.
Right. Lips on the bra.
That old chestnut.
You know what I'm saying.
Yes, I do, Reginald.
Oh, Cecil, we've invaded this podcast. Oh no, they're coming back. The fuzz is here.
What the hell just happened?
Oh,
Brent, are you all right? Or
Is Montrose here again?
Montrose like laying on his back right now. He's just trying to come down. Oh, Nathan, I don't know how that happened.
I don't know how that happened either.
Oh, get those British guys out of here.
I'll throw a scone out the door, then I'll chase it. Jimbo shows up. Our good friend Tommy Chong.
Oh yes, and I want to play a little bit of that. I do have that because this is Tommy Chong. Tommy Chong, paycheck, Tommy Chong.
Just a sec.
I've been looking all over for you, man. There you are.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Jimbo, man. That's my Bong.
It's your Bong? I thought the ad said that the owner was deceased.
No, that's my wife, man. She wishful thinking on her part. No, man.
Well, then perhaps you can explain what's going on here?
It's the Bong, man. It's evil.
Well, if it's dangerous, then why'd you put it up for sale?
I didn't put it up for sale, man. My wife. She sold it, man. I had it in storage. She sold all my shit, man. Sold my Hot Wheels collection. Man, I miss those little cars.
Oh, Tommy Chong, I mean, doing his best to get laughs out of terrible lines. But yeah. I like his entrance into the movie too, because it literally looks like the filmmakers are like, "Oh, Tommy's here, put him in the scene."
Stop whatever we're doing. Let's film the Tommy Chong stuff.
Okay, evil Bong movie, full stop. Chong's here, let's do this. He only has a few minutes before he passes out again. Because there's no, like, he just opens the door.
Just walks in.
Yeah, just walks right in, and the guy's like, "Oh, who are you?" Not like, "Who the fuck are you?" Which, I'm sorry, a guy that looks like Tommy Chong just busting into my apartment and walking in and staring at my bong? I'm probably going to be a little incredulous.
I know
It's America, I should grab the gun.
What'd you say?
I said in America, somebody would have just grabbed a gun.
Oh, yeah. He said it.
I don't know, man. Stoners aren't known to own guns, man.
Man, one time I tried to smoke with a gun, man. Now I'm in jail.
When they came to get me, I was like, "Oh man, it's the man."
God, that would be so annoying to hear every day.
Man.
And well, as we said, we watched the Elvira version, and she does a handy little man count for the amount of times that old Tommy Chong says "man" in this movie.
And how many times, Nathan, did Tommy Chong, in his approximately 6 minutes of screen time, say the word "man"?
31 times.
That's it?
He only had 6 minutes of screen time.
Oh,
If
damn, that is true. Yeah.
Like, also, apparently 6 minutes is enough to land you on the cover of the DVD.
Who else they gonna put on there?
Being named Tommy Chong and the most famous person in the movie is enough to get you on the cover.
Oh, I know. I hate this new thing where we just accept the audacity of these movies to be like, starring Tommy Chong.
Oh, fun fact.
Because it's a super fun fact.
Because it's a super fun fact. I recently picked up a copy of a movie called The Wrong Side of Town. Have you guys seen that?
Oh, the wrestling movie? Oh, with the wrestlers in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's predominantly a Rob Van Dam vehicle.
Oh my god.
But when I picked up the DVD at the dollar store, they have starring Dave Bautista. He's in it for like 5 minutes. He helps. Yeah, he helps RVD's character get out of a tight spot, and that's really about it.
Oh my god, for a sec. Okay, you said character, right?
Yes.
For a second, I thought you said he helps RVD's parrot, and I was like, oh my god. Stop the podcast. We're doing this right now.
Say, when's it coming up on the show?
One of a kind.
If it ever made it to theaters, I would love to cover it. It's actually a pretty fun little movie.
Well, this never made it to theaters.
But I felt we needed a Bong related horror movie because normally we do horror movies in October.
Yeah, you can break the rules for a wrestling movie, though.
That's WrestleMania season is coming.
See, there you go.
Because we already did that. We did it for Backyard Dogs. Backyard Dogs.
You do it for the Crown Jewel event coming up.
Vault.
I know Brent's favorite cameo now.
Which one?
Jack Death.
Yes.
That's what I
Motherfucker,
figured too.
hell yeah. I just watched them. I just bought that shit on Blu-ray like 2 weeks ago.
So it's a
Trancers
character
is
from
my shit.
it's a character from Trancers. It's just another Charles Band thing. Literally shows up and he says a few things and then just pieces.
Oh, and
Dry hairs
Elvira
for
covered
squids.
that one too. By the way, just so as you know.
What's that?
Trancers.
Yeah.
Elvira covered that when she did that thing for Hulu when she covered Evil Bong. It was all Full Moon Charles Band productions that she covered.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
So Tommy Chong shows up. Janet has already smoked weed, and she's in the bong too.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically tells Alistair, like, you got to smoke it to get in there and save her. And he's never smoked weed. And Alistair is sent into that world. He finds Janet dancing in a cage with a guy, and that scene is like, okay, Brent. I know in one of your recent episodes you talked about that Blood of the Vampire.
Oh, Blood of Dracula's Castle. Yeah.
Blood of Dracula's Castle, yeah. And how a lot of those scenes just feel like padding.
Oh yeah.
So the scene where she's dancing with the dude in the cage, like, it goes on for like a minute before anybody interrupts it. Like, it's way too long.
Oh,
And then-
for sure. There's a bunch of padding in this damn movie.
Well, look,
Yeah.
you think the amount of boobs in this movie, they had to do something for the ladies.
Yeah.
No, well, yeah, because he just has his shirt off, though. That's it.
Well, I mean, the girls only had their shirts off when you think about it.
Yeah, but seeing a male chest for a girl is not the same as seeing a female chest for a guy.
No,
How do you know this, Brendan?
this is what I was gonna ask.
Because I hear people complain all the time about how the nudity is usually like tits and never like penis.
We need to get Mariah right now.
I've never
It's true, though. I've heard a lot
never
of
heard a
pe- a
woman
lot
go, "Man, I really want to see dick on the screen."
No, I've heard a lot of women say, "How come you can show tits in like all these movies, but like you never see like guys' dicks? Like that's not that's not fair."
Well, if you're gonna make if you're gonna make an analog to it, you gotta say, you be showing vagina then, because
Yeah, but a guy's chest is not like seeing boobs though. It's just like, yeah, he's got good chest, I guess.
I don't know
Like,
what to tell
put
you.
it, like put it this way, guy, you don't have
Memories
to
aren't
go on
genitals.
you don't have to go on a porn site to see a guy's like topless. You know what I mean?
You don't have to go to a porn site to see a girl topless either.
But
Right?
you know what I'm trying to say. Like it's I don't know. I agree with it. I don't think it's. I think they should show dicks as much as they show boobies.
Brendan wants dicks. You heard it here first.
I can watch a dick. I don't give a fuck.
One
not
kid
gonna
really like Speedo guy.
I'm not gonna whip it out and start jerking it, but I'll watch it. Like I don't care.
You're saying his game recognizes game? Is that what you're
There you
getting?
go.
Yeah, I just saying I'm not uncomfortable with it. I don't know.
Go watch Cannibal Holocaust.
I have seen it. That's not okay. If you can tell me that's the worst part of that movie, you are a fucking liar.
Oh, I didn't say that. That was one
Okay.
of PJ's most hated parts of that movie.
Because, like, I don't know. I feel like watching a turtle get fucking mutilated was worse than seeing some dude's dick.
We see dicks get mutilated too.
Oh, God, that movie. Anyway, Evil Bong.
So.
Moving
That
on.
coming up on the show.
Back to the Bong world.
Get them to watch that for Patreon.
Oh, my God. I'll turn off the animal cruelty.
No, it has to be the whole thing uncut.
Nope.
So it's your Serbian movie? Is that what you're getting at?
There you go. Yeah, we did it already. I'm good. You can't harm us.
We have the Sallow and Serbian film were they're the only two movies that we have on the list. So I guess we're adding Cannibal Holocaust to it now.
No.
Yep.
Nope. Too late.
No, I've already seen it.
Somebody already seen it.
I've already seen it. I'm good.
Say it again.
No!
Appreciate the classics? Like, what the fuck?
Alright, can we fucking get back to Evil Bong?
We'll try.
Because we're almost done this movie.
We're almost done this movie.
Because it's like 71 minutes long, for fuck's sake. Okay, so... Shut up, Brent.
I didn't say that, goddammit.
It was from a while ago. My memory is not good right now.
Brendan's getting all abusive now.
When I get high, I get mean.
That damn kinky shit.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Kinky Bush. George Bush. I'm smoking my George Bush weed.
Oh god.
Hey, you know what? The first George Bush introduced medical marijuana to a federal level in the U.S. It didn't last long, but he was the one who did it.
If I had George Bush weed, I'd be worried that there was cocaine in it.
George Bush Sr.
Yeah, like I said. Okay. Evil Bong. So they're in the Bong world. Brett's already dead. The character. And we've got Alistair and Janet. They have some vitamins that Chong gave them.
Yeah,
like
Tommy
pills.
Chong gave Alistair some random pills that he found.
And he's like, these are vitamins, man.
Are they? I don't know, man. I just found them.
Did he say what he says?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh damn.
Oh, fuck. If Tommy Chong hands you random pills,
Don't eat them.
don't take
Flush
them.
them.
Yeah, flush them. Set them on fire. So no one else gets them. Nathan, you have to help me. What's going on in this
I'm
scene?
trying to help you here. Okay. So,
I know there's a guy that threatens Alistair and then jokes and walks away.
oh, that was Bill Moseley.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. And then he basically Alistair trying to get Janet to resist the weed. Damn it,
Yeah.
Janet is actually a note that I have right here.
Damn it, Janet, don't be
There
high.
you go. Alistair calls the evil Bong an imperialist.
Yeah, he does this big, like, pro-USA, like, patriotic speech.
Well, the whole idea of like freedom of choice and stuff like that. You
He's
know,
like, what? They'll smoke weed? We want to smoke weed.
not
some
because you
wants
want us to.
Which is I'm like, what are you trying to say?
Doesn't he call it like a filthy narcotics imperialist or something like that?
Oh, I wrote that down. He calls it an accursed narcotic paraphernalia
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah.
because all his lines are like super overwritten and terrible. So he does that speech. They take even the scene. So Alistair and Janet decide to take those vitamins that Chong gave them, and it's an awkward, weird scene because she's like, she takes the pills and then she's like, "What did you just give me?" I'm like,
Narcan, apparently.
well, this is like, it's. I'm like, oh, this is like if you didn't know what happened before this, it's like a date rape scene. Like it's just
Here's a
really
roofie.
weird. Yeah, it's just the way they act around each other while they're taking them. I'm like, this is
You
weird.
tell me, does this rag smell like chloroform?
Why is it?
Giant Gonzalez down there.
But anyway,
Anyhow. So he gives her the
Chong-
roofies and...
yeah. They give each other roofies, and they make their suicide pact, and then
Oh, shit.
Tommy Chong ends up bringing a bomb with him into Bong World,
Don't know
which
how
I
that
guess
happens.
Yeah, I don't know how you can just bring that with you, but he brings it in and decides to basically suicide bomb himself
Mm-hmm.
to destroy the Bong. And then we get the dumbest thing in this movie. I will stand by that. This is the dumbest. Okay,
Oh, shit.
you ready for this?
Uh-huh.
The fact that this is a horror movie and all the fucking characters come back to life.
I know
Yeah.
y'all love that, right?
What the shit was that?
Sequels, man.
You don't need all of them.
It didn't
I
want
mean-
to end on a downer, man.
Well, I thought it would just end with Alistair and fucking Janet.
In their Christian Mingle ad.
Yeah.
Because that's what they look like together at the end of this movie.
Guys, there's a movie called Christian Mingle.
When's it coming up on the show?
It's not a... It's It's an app, like a dating service.
Oh, no. They made a movie.
Yeah, but it's not called Christian Mingle, is it?
Oh, it sure is.
Oh my god, that is just...
When's it coming up?
Whew.
Hold on. I might cut this out, but I have to look it up right now.
What's from 2014?
Yeah.
Hour and 43 minutes. I know the lead actress too. Lacey Chabert.
Oh, and Corbin Burnson is in it.
What?
Yep.
What is this
Morgan-
world we
Morgan
live in?
Fairchild.
Stephen Tobolowsky.
It's only PG, huh?
4.3 out of 10 on IMDb.
I will accept nothing but a hard R for Christian Mingle the movie.
PG, homie.
Oh,
Hardest PG.
NC-17.
It's
Oh my
Showgirls.
Guys.
Oh no.
It went to theaters.
Oh,
There you-
well,
oh,
it's fair
there you
game
go.
then.
It made $5,480.
Oh, it was written and directed by Corbin Burnson. Shit.
Okay, so whatever was coming next week.
No,
David.
No.
Nathan.
What?
David Keith is in it too.
Not Keith David?
No, from fucking Officer and Gentleman.
Anytime someone talks about David Keith, I mention Keith David. And anytime someone mentions Keith David, I mention David Keith.
Okay, Keith David's in this movie,
Oh,
Nathan.
you mean David Keith?
Yeah,
Okay.
the guy from The Thing.
Right.
Tales from the Hood too.
I
also-
wished
Also,
That-
the movie, The Thing.
I wish David Keith and Keith David did a buddy cop movie where they played themselves, but as like private detectives.
I'd watch it.
Can we call them the Keith David Keiths?
Keith David, David Keith, or Keith and David.
80K.
Fuck.
You know,
Somebody
and
listen
then-
to make that.
Keith David's like, all right, let's go, David. No, damn it, cut.
oh, so yeah, everyone comes back to life, and
This is how I remember that time I had to fight Roddy Piper. Wait, no, I didn't do that. Keith David did that. I'm just playing Keith. I'm so confused.
so anyhow, everyone does come back to life, and
Evil
Buchanan's like, dude, I just woke up in the basement under a pile of garbage. We must have had a hell of a party.
Yeah, and the best part here is that Alistair asks, oh my god, what happened to Jimbo? And no one else in the room is like, who the fuck is Jimbo?
Right? Because only Alistair and Janet would know who Jimbo is.
Yeah, and nobody even questions it. Instead, they just kind of look around solemnly.
Oh yeah, no, but Buchanan and Larnell do a chest pound,
Yeah.
like to shout out to Jimbo, and it's like, you don't even know who this guy is.
Wouldn't it have been a hilarious bit if, like, because, like, right before that, holy fuck the names, Al and Janet have their kiss, Brett and Luann have their kiss. Wouldn't it be great if Larnell
But Buchanan started making out.
just started making out? I would have been like, that's actually a pretty funny joke.
Super progressive. All right,
Yeah,
good on them.
Exactly. But knowing this movie, after that, they'd probably be like, ew, gross, queer.
I must be really high.
Yeah, exactly.
We do
something
get a
like
fun
that.
postscript with Tommy Chong.
That was weird.
Awesome, but still. You know.
By the way, he blew himself up and he has a gash on the side of his face.
But he's in the Bong world, so.
I guess, but people still die. I'm so confused about the rules of Bong World, honestly.
Well, apparently, if you sacrifice yourself to defeat.
Sacrifice?
If you sacrifice yourself.
Down on the t-shirt.
Yeah, there's sacrifice. If you sacrifice yourself.
Sacrifice?
Shut up!
Apparently, when you buy a sack of ice, yes, go on.
When you sacrifice yourself to defeat the evil Bong in Bong World, you get to be the ruler of Bong World and surround yourself with a plethora of topless ladies.
What does Tommy Chung do with those topless ladies? Does he grab their boobs? Does he have sex with them? Surely he does something sexually with them.
He says, I want you ladies to play with my Hot
dick.
Wheels.
Oh, what?
His dinky cars.
Dinky cars.
You never called them, they're called dinky cars.
Yeah, I know. It's just funny you saying dinky cars in this movie.
Right.
What's funny too is I don't know if you guys noticed this, but they're playing with Hot Wheels and like the scene is like slowly fading out, right?
He starts driving on one of their boobs.
On their boobs. But did you notice at first he's like, "Oh, I'm going over the mountains. Oh, there's another mountain." Like it's kind of innocent. But right as it's fading out, I heard him say, "Oh, it's heading for your pussy."
I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear that.
I did, and I was like, "Whoa, okay." The innocent like coyness is over, and then the movie fucking ends, and there's a trailer for the sequel
That
during
shit
the
made me
credits.
laugh.
Oh my
was
god, I
dying
did
when
not
popped
watch
up.
that.
Oh, you see it on the Elvira thing?
I didn't watch it all the way right to the end.
Oh, did this movie have a soundtrack? God, the music wasn't like loud or exploited enough.
I thought you had the record of it.
Evil Bong the soundtrack.
All the bands who contributed to it were super supportive of the movie, apparently.
Oh, okay, go on.
So, well, they guess they contributed the soundtrack at a minimal cost, and because they were all part of like I don't know the local underground scene.
Yeah, none of the music is like familiar at all.
No.
I will not anyway. Not for me anyway. I don't know.
Oh shit!
What?
You can buy the Evil Bong soundtrack on Amazon for $8.95.
A steal.
I did not expect that to happen.
All right, who's buying it and burning it for everyone else?
Nathan's gonna have to make that sacrifice.
Sack of ice.
Amazon, how will you be paying? PayPal or credit card? No,
Sack of ice.
sack of ice. By the time they get it, it's just a bag of water. It's no good for anyone.
I don't know if you need a drink of water. I mean,
oh boy! So Evil Bong, ladies and gentlemen, what did would you guys recommend this one, Nathan?
no.
Brent.
If you're high, maybe.
Oh, just curious, since you are from the Home Video Hustle podcast. What would your rating be for this one?
On our show, out of 10, I'd have gave it like a 5.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it did make me laugh a bunch.
Yeah.
And it had Jack Def in it too, so it gets a point for that.
And Ooga Booga. I looked up the guy's name, the puppet that masturbates.
Was it from Puppet Master?
No, I think it's from Is it from Trancers? No.
That shit can't be from Trance.
What about Doll Man? That's another
Oh,
Charles
I
Band one.
think so. You know what? I'm not going to Google Ooga Booga. It's from one of those.
Oh,
Yeah, don't do
hey,
that.
turns out we didn't break our rule with this movie because it actually got a theater showing wide October 31st, 2006.
What?
There you go.
Wow. I'm assuming each theater showing this was rented by the production company.
Full Moon
Charles Band
Productions.
bought them all out.
Yeah, making
Charles-
fat stacks off that Puppet Master money.
Charles Band's like pulling a Hitchcock, going to each theater, be like, "Yeah, make sure you only let people in when the movie starts, and don't make sure the sound volume is this high when it starts, and make
Don't
sure the
ruin
lights
the ending, the Evil Bong.
If you see the ending, don't tell your friends."
Ooga Booga was in a
Oh,
movie by Charles Band called Doll Graveyard.
Ah,
That old chestnut.
never heard of that one.
So, having said that, yeah, I'm gonna say no. Don't watch this movie. But if you do, like, it's short, I guess. There's lots of stupid jokes. They're not really funny. Like, it's trying too hard to be funny, I think, at times.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, as opposed to just being like a cult film and just doing, there's a difference. It sucks. So, I guess we're all saying no pretty much across the board, like Brent said, unless you're high. So,
Yeah, I'm
but
saying
now,
even then.
okay, differing opinions. But now we will be taking a brief commercial break.
Smoke 'em if
So
you got
we'll-
'em.
We'll be right back.
What Were They Thinking is brought to you by HostGator. HostGator is a leading provider of shared, reseller, VPS, and dedicated hosting solutions. Award-winning support is available 24/7, 365 days a year via phone, email, and live chat. Discover why over 9 million websites trust HostGator. Use the coupon code SCHLUCK for 25% off your first purchase. That's Schlock, SCHLOCK, for 25% off your first purchase.
What Were They Thinking is brought to you today by GameItAll.com. Whether it's video game news, the latest in music, or movie reviews, GameItAll.com is your one-stop shop for all nerdy talk.
And we're back. Hey! Eye in the sky with Brent.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Whiff, whiff, wham! Nathan?
Yes, Brendan.
Brent?
What's happening?
I think it's time for the three of us to get poetic.
Yes. The time of the podcast where we just slow things down and put on our NPR voices, make some hard p sounds into the microphone, and smack our lips a bit.
In my current state, that voice is so much more soothing than usual.
That's good. I'll do a recording of it for you to help ease you to sleep at nights.
Just yeah, that's nice.
But
just
now is the time for our low haiku.
Ooh.
17 syllables that encapsulate the movie that we've been speaking about.
Evil Bong.
So, who would like to venture into the realm of the poetic first?
Well, you know what? Let's let our guest go first.
Oh, have you prepared a low haiku, Brent?
Kinda.
Okay, that's good enough for us.
I forgot how they work, so I'm just winging this shit a little bit.
Okay.
Evil Bong is here. This shit was not that great, y'all. Just get fucking high.
I didn't bother counting, but it
was applause.
Inspired.
So, Nathan, would you like to go next?
I would be more than happy to go next. Brendan? Mine is all told from the perspective of Jimbo. Man, 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 man.
Applause, applause, applause. Sitcom, the movie. It's like that 70s show. Minus the good stuff. Thank you.
And we're back. Hey!
Hey!
That's when you do the radio voices, because you're changing the station from NPR to 88.9 The Rock.
Oh boy. Well, we made our opinions pretty clear about how we felt about this movie. But Nathan, what do we always say?
Well, we always say...
Don't take a word for us.
Well, I mean, you might have to.
Yeah. Because there are no critic reviews yet for Evil Bong. Keep checking Rotten Tomatoes for updates.
Oh.
Please check later for more. Yeah, I mean, they're coming. I mean, they just haven't seen it yet.
It does have a 38% audience score.
What they're going to do, I heard their plan is the next Marvel movie, they're actually going to put it on a double bill with Evil Bong, so that critics have to see Evil Bong, and then they're finally going to get Rotten Tomatoes rating.
Okay.
It'll be the Pixar short before the movie.
Anyhow.
This is parents like and they're sitting in there waiting for fucking Frozen 2 to start. Like, what the fuck is this?
Anyhow.
Yes, audience review.
Dylan P says, dude, if there's one thing this pad is missing, it's a killer fucking bong. That's his review.
How many stars does he give it?
3.5.
What? It's a very nuanced review.
Yeah.
This is a 1-star review. It just says, sadly, the mix of drugs, chong, and strippers don't come off as dynamic as it sounds.
Oh.
Brent, do you have any? Oh, sorry.
No, I was just say, Doris S. does not agree with you. 5 stars, legendary movie, top 5 greatest of all time, in my opinion.
Right above Apocalypse Now and below Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, I did run over. Brent, would you like to take one?
Yeah, I got it's a 1 out of 10 review here. It just says, Evil Hookah, simply the worst stoner movie ever made.
So you weren't the only ones thinking, right?
Is that an IMDb review?
Uh-huh.
Nice. I was like, 1 out of 10. Oh my god, all these movies are not as good as I thought on Rotten Tomatoes. These should all be rotten. What's going on? This one has a rating of wants to see. He just says, found this movie in a DVD store, not sure if I want it, and I'm still considering whether to buy this or not. The bong looks like a bitch with an STD. Oh, and then he says, yuck.
Okay.
Yeah. What else you got?
Dave R. gave it 1 star.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was just dumb. Okay. Well, it was just dumb movie altogether. Wow, B movie all the way.
Well, it was just dumb movie. That just proves your thesis. That's like almost genius.
Yeah.
You got another one from IMDb there, Brent?
Yeah, I got an 8 out of 10 review right here.
Oh shit! Is it from Charles Band?
Let's find out. Nope, but 2 out of 3 people found it helpful though.
That thing is so stupid.
It just says enjoyable, lowbrow horror comedy schlock.
Yeah, schlock is.
I'm gonna take contention with the words comedy and enjoyable.
Oh, I just saw a review I gotta read when y'all get back to me. Oh shit, it's about to get hype.
I got one from Saw Nicholas F.
Mm-hmm.
5 stars. This ... This is my favorite movie.
Oh my god. All these people need support.
At least a 12-step program.
All right, Brent, you got a good one there. I hear. Go for it.
Oh yeah, IMDb it's got 9 out of 10, and it says pro-terrorism ? It says this was a funny movie, probably the best stoner movie in a very long time. It's got violence, drugs, boobies, and bad jokes. What else could you ask for in a stoner horror B movie? The visual effects were awesome, but I think they overused their big smoke shot. Maybe the sequel could be about an evil crack pipe that's even more addictive than the actual crack in it. And instead of a stripper club, when they go inside the pipe, it could be a dark park with surprises in the bushes. The conclusion is odd. They said a guy who blew himself up for the cause is a true hero. Is this pro-terrorism? I mean, I like the movie and all, but with such a confusing message about bombs and suicide, I don't think it would be appropriate for children to watch. It might either give them the wrong ideas about true heroes or scare them and give them the wrong idea about bombs. And 4 out of 9 people found that useful.
Well, Brendan, the challenge has been laying down. Please out crazy that review.
Oh, I've got it. I think I've got it. Also, I want to ask, when you said and 4 to 9 users found this useful, I thought it was still part of the post.
Sounded even better.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna go over if it's better, but I think I don't know if it's crazier, but it's at least equal. Okay. So this is from reviewer Bong C. Bong Charles. And
Charles Bong.
Charles Bong.
Charles Band.
James Bong. I don't know why I sniffed. I don't think you snort
you
weed.
don't know how this works, Brendan. You really are a first timer.
Got some cocaine in there.
Wait a second. I've been smoking cocaine and snorting weed. That's how you do it, right? Okay, I gotta read this review, guys.
All right.
From Bong C, 3 stars. I bounced on my boy's dick to this for hours. Hold on.
He's not even close to done, Brent.
Good start.
I can't even
May I continue?
I knew Brent was going to lose it.
Okay.
Okay. I got this.
Okay.
I eventually hopped off to buy some weed from the local dispensary, but I realized that ever since Colorado legalized weed, I've been getting the shit from dispensaries. This means I am getting government-regulated weed, and if I have learned anything from chemtrails, it's that the government is trying to control us. Listen, Obama was obviously putting the same stuff used for chemtrails into our weed. States are just legalizing weed to control us all faster and easier. This made me realize we're already taking hits from the evil bong because the shit the government puts in our weed is controlling us. The weed is making us more distracted and compliant, just like the strippers in the movie distract the guys and make them compliant. In the end, we knew little of the true dangers the strippers and our government weed both posed. The strippers in the movie and our regulated weed are both being used by a higher power to eliminate us. Well, at least one bong will kill us, and one will eliminate any power we truly hold, which is the equivalent of dying. Anyway, I give this a 3 out of 5 because it was an awful movie, but it still gives us insight into the world around us through defamiliarization and perfectly weaves implicit and explicit meaning into the film. 3 stars!
Was that from the Criterion edition, like booklet inside the case?
Yes.
Good Lord.
Now, that got off the rails.
Oh, or more likely she was on the rails. I mean,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying, right?
Obama and those fucking chemtrails, guys.
Oh, jeez.
2 reviews from conspiracy theorists.
You knew there was going to be some for Evil Bong.
Yeah.
Right.
I
What were you
thought
gonna say?
that review for Magic in the Water that was actually for a water park was entertaining.
I told you it was a good one.
That was great.
So, now that we know that everybody pretty much either thinks this movie is trash or likes it because they're insane.
It's a polarizing movie, apparently.
Yeah. That no critics have watched.
Oh, can I ask a question real quick?
Okay.
Yes.
Evil Bong or Alone in the Dark?
Which is worse?
Now, which one would you like better?
Evil Bong.
Yeah, Evil Bong.
Oh, okay.
Alone in the Dark is boring as fuck.
See, at least Evil Bong has got them sweet, sweet titties.
And
That's
it's
true.
84 minutes, too. That helps.
Yeah.
Well, now that we've done that, now that we've gotten through this movie and those wonderful audience reviews, Brent, you also have a podcast.
Yes.
And why don't you tell us all about it, where we can find you and your buddy, PJ?
All right, me and my friend PJ have a podcast called The Home Video Hustle, and you can find us on all the various podcast outlets, whichever one you prefer. And we have a website, it's agerradio.org/home video hustle. And you can follow us on Twitter at capital H, capital V, capital H, capital P, lowercase oddcast. Follow PJ at capital P, lowercase AULY, uppercase P, lowercase J, Paulie PJ. Follow The Spirit at The Spirit 95. You can follow us on Instagram. Just search Home Video Hustle Podcast in the search bar, and I show you will be there. Go to facebook.com/HVH Podcast and follow us on there. And you can even leave reviews and shit now. And you go to YouTube, type Home Video Hustle in that search bar, and I show your ass will be there too. And we got new videos every Wednesday. Lots of places you can follow us at. Just pick one or all, whichever you prefer.
Are you guys on Pornhub, too?
Not anymore.
Okay.
Problems happen.
You were like, we got to upload video. What?
My pogo stick video didn't go over well.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I mean, I thought it was pretty good.
It got flagged for copyright by Charles Band.
That is a clear reference to Evil Bong. Take it down. Take it down.
And then in my other video where I was getting my fuck on, I had Super Mario World in the background, and Nintendo said no.
But just the sound.
Yeah, you just should have used different sound, Brent.
I wasn't thinking, man. I was getting in there, man.
So that was Evil Bong. That is the Home Video Hustle. Go find Home Video Hustle. It's good shit.
Dude, yes, do yourself a favor.
Yeah. But Nathan,
Yes, Brendan.
we need to drop a Kluski.
We do.
So in 2 weeks, what? Give us a clue as to what we are watching.
For I am many.
There you go.
Watching Star Wars?
Oh no.
And
It is November, so there's
yeah,
another
it's November.
slight hint.
Yeah. What? And if you look back at the history, you'll see the kind of movie that we always do in November.
Wrestling movies?
No, that's March, you silly goose.
Did you call Brent a silly goose?
He's being a silly goose.
Okay.
As a first.
Don't you think he's being a silly goose? Like, do I have to appear before a judge to try to prove how silly of a goose he's being?
No, not in the least.
Okay, well,
Okay.
Brent, there you go. The verdict is upheld. You are a silly goose.
Oh, why? Thank you. Thank you. I wear this with honor.
Okay.
Better. Wait, get that goose off your head.
Yeah, put it on a t-shirt.
Get that goose off your head.
Just
You
put
just get
silly
a
goose on
caricature
there.
of Brent with a goose on his head.
Get that the sack of ice shirt. You just got 2 shirts from this one episode. Every time I come on, y'all get shirt ideas. Y'all got the Black by Bold shirt too now.
Yep. It's true.
Sacrifice and silly goose.
Sacrifice.
Oh my god, I will never hear sacrifice and not think sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Oh, same here.
In my
You're
brain
welcome.
forever now.
And I was the sober one. Guys, I gotta give a bit of a guest here. Just give me 1 second. He has something he wants to say.
Oh shit.
Hello, you uncouth ne'er-do-wells.
Oh my god, it's a talking monkey!
Stop it!
Ah!
Down, you unkempt hooligan. Talking
Oh my
about your marijuanas. My
God.
goodness, what is wrong with you people?
Talking
Anyhow, I am Montrose Monkington III, a delightfully British chimp who you should absolutely follow and pay attention to because I know what's best for you. You can
Bananas.
see my opinions and my videos on my YouTube channel, Montrose Monkington TV. You can follow me on Twitter where I'll tell you what to do at Montrose the Third. That's the number 3RD. And then finally, if you'd like to, you can also be friends with me on Facebook, Montrose Monkington the Third Esquire and Friends. Now, if you don't mind, I'll be leaving. It smells like a dead skunk in here. Thank you. More later.
Nathan, did you kill a skunk?
I think he's talking about you, bud. That dank, sticky, icky.
That darn skunk?
There you go. Sure, Brendan.
When's that movie coming out?
That darn
That darn skunk?
the sequel
Has to be-
everyone is clamoring for.
It has to be filmed first, Brett.
Well, you gotta go make it there, man.
Get Dougie Doug to return.
That's
Oh,
right.
He's still alive?
Yeah?
Probably.
Oh. I figured he died in obscurity or something.
God.
Trying to kill people off now. Look at all this violence you got going on.
Yeah,
Shit,
that's
man.
supposed to be like isn't this supposed to have like a sedating effect and like
Like
you
I
out?
said, weed makes me into a bitch.
Clearly.
That's not a quote you probably want on a microphone.
Evil Brendan.
What, bitch?
Weed makes you a bitch. Put
wait,
that on the
makes-
t-shirt.
Makes me into a bitch.
Ain't that what you just said?
Yeah.
Yep, that's what he said.
Put it on a t-shirt.
Okay. Done. I can't remember. I'm not going to remember all these T-shirts or this episode.
Dougie Doug is still acting. He just did something this year and last year.
Why are we talking about? Oh yeah, that movie.
Yep, that darn skunk.
Okay. Nathan, go.
Okay, well, since Brendan is incapacitated, you can check out our stuff, our regular podcast. Obviously, you're listening to it. You got a podcatcher of choice. But if that podcatcher of choice is not available to you, you can always check us out on Podbean, Stitcher, iTunes, or Apple Podcasts, or whatever they're calling themselves these days. Just about any podcatcher, really. You can check us out on Redbubble. We've got merchandise there. You can get a t-shirt that says Kisser to Keister, banned by Wyoming, or banned by Bowl, depending on how you look at it. You can also check us out on Facebook. We're on Twitter at WTT Podcast.
WWTT?
WWTT? Yeah.
Yeah.
What were they thinking?
Yeah.
We're on Instagram.
That's
we're
us.
on Twitter and we're on Facebook. Check us out. If you want to, subscribe to our Patreon. You want to tell us what movie to watch, that's your route to go, because you become a Patreon. You can say, hey, this is the movie we want you to check out, depending on your level of Patreon, that is, I guess. And you get so high enough, not that kind of high, but if you get high enough in the Patreon levels, you can actually host with us. But please, nothing hateful or hurtful.
Brent, I want to thank you for joining us.
I want to thank you for having me.
And, I love your responses. But Nathan, I do need to ask a question.
Do you, Brenton?
I'm going to try.
Okay.
In a movie where Tommy Chong is billed as the star, shows up in 6 minutes and says man 31 times.
Mm-hmm.
And in a movie where, Nathan...
Yes, Brenton.
It was a fucking movie about an evil bong.
Mm-hmm.
What were they thinking? So at first I was like, what's with, the racist, caricature, tribesman... Jesus Christ.
Brady got DDT.
It's time, let's check our cue, baby. Pair it with a couple brews, baby. We love good movies. We love the bad ones too. So we watch them all and pass their lessons on to you. Oh yeah. Everything I learned from movies helps to make life a little bit groovy. Whether one last plot holes or gratuitous movies, it's time to get busy with your friend Steve and Izzy at eilfm.podbean.com.
Hi guys, we interrupt your favorite podcast to interrupt you with an ad for your new favorite podcast.
Wait, isn't this playing on somebody else's show?
Exactly.
So then how are we... I thought we were their new favorite podcast.
Well, we're going to become their new favorite podcast after they hear this advertisement for our show. What's our show called, Justine?
Superiority Complex.
Yeah? Where can they find us, Patrick?
Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. You can go to @SoupComplex on Twitter, SOUP Complex, and you can go to Facebook.com/SoupComplex. But our main page is on Podbean, and you can find us there at www.superioritycomplex.podbean.com. New episodes are out every Thursday. Justine,
yes.
What do we talk about on the Superiority Complex?
Nerdy stuff.
Perfect.
Don't get all sensual with your voice.
Yeah, did you hear that?
I heard it. It's a little inappropriate.
If you want to hear a little more of that, tune in to the Superiority Complex. One more time, Justine, what do we talk about?
Nerdy stuff.
Nah, wasn't
No.
the same. You tried.